Hi, I'm AC Strange, and this is the Bad Movie Show, episode 28, Female Psycho Show 4, the Women in Horror Special. So yeah, I love this stuff. In these movies, the homicidal maniacs are women, as well as writers, directors, and producers of these movies. So I'm very excited, and I want to start right away, and at the top with Among Friends. Rated R 2013. Lionsgate Films and Three Little Bird Productions. Screenplay by Alyssa Lobet. Directed by Danielle Harris. Starring Jennifer Blanc, Brianna Davis, and Alyssa Lobet as Bernadette. This also has a cameo by Kurt Hodder. So in this movie, 6 friends are brought together by limo and brought to their friend Bernadette's house, who's having an 80s themed whodunit murder mystery party, and then they're in their best 80s duds. So they have to go around the house and look for evidence of a murder, and they bring it back to the dining room, and during the dinner portion of the party, they find themselves paralyzed from the waist down and stuck to the chair, all except Bernadette, who tortures them while showing them videos of all the crappy things they did to each other behind each other's backs and behind closed doors. This is brutal, dirty, naughty, sexy, and at one point wrong. There's not a lot of running around and screaming. They're stuck to the chair, but there's plenty of torture. I like this movie. I thought it was cool. I also liked it a lot more the second time I saw it than the first. I thought that them being stuck to the chair was pretty brilliant, and I thought this was really good for Danielle Harris's first time as director, and I can't wait to see more from these ladies. I'm going to give this a 3 and a C. I think it was worth seeing, and I thought it was cool. I liked their outfits, and like I said, them being stuck to chairs was pretty brilliant on their part. Next up, I have the first of both Soska sister movies. I have American Mary, 2012, rated R, Accelerated Media. Written and directed by Jen and Sylvia Soska, the Twisted Twins, and starring Catherine Isabel from the Ginger Snaps movies. So, Mary Mason is a promising surgical student who's still in med school, and she's having financial problems. So she goes to the strip club looking for a job and is asked to do an impromptu surgical procedure for $5,000, no questions asked. She does it. And then she meets Beatrice, a woman who of her own design, who hires Dr. Mason to finish her friend's transformation. She does it for a lot of money. Things are a little weird, but better up until she's invited to a party by her professors, and she's drugged, raped, and taped by her professor, dude. It's just wrong. She gets back at him at her own twisted way, which leads her to her new career in body modification. She goes in deep and hardcore, and she gets better the more that she does it, until she's just downright frickin' scary. Okay? My favorite part of this is that at one point everybody's scared to death of her. Okay? This is very beautiful, bloody, sexy, and romantic. I didn't expect that. You know, she digs the club owner, and at one point you really, really want them to get together. It's kind of hot. So I'm going to give this a 4 and a buy. This is bringing the sexy back to horror. I dig that. And I dig this. I think that Catherine Isabel as Mary is one hot babe. I dig that movie. The second of the Soska sister movies I have for you tonight is Dead Hooker in a Trunk, 2009, not rated, from IFC Midnight Films. Written and directed and starring Jen and Sylvia Soska, also starring Ricky Cagney and C.J. Wallace. So in this, we follow this badass chick, her geeky sister, her junkie friend, as they go to pick up Geeky's goody two-shoe friend from a youth group. And then they're driving around. They smell something. And they go and open the trunk to see what's in there, and they find a dead hooker in the trunk. They have no idea how she got in there. They have no idea what they did the night before. All they know is that they do not want to go to the cops. Okay? So they drive around, they hide out, they hang out, they get beat up, they watch people get killed. One girl loses an arm, the other girl loses an eye, and to survive this fiasco, they find that they have to do some killing of their own. This is badass. Girls behaving badly at its best. There are a few continuous problems I have, like one moment one girl is covered in blood in her white and gray shirt, and the next scene, no blood. My biggest problem is one girl loses an arm, she tapes it on, shooting up in it, and then she goes to the hospital, and then afterwards she's all fine. She's holding the dog like, hey, what's up, dog? That wasn't cool, but for all my complaints, I did like the movie. I liked it a lot. I liked the twist at the end. They meet all kinds of crazy characters. They have a psycho pimp, Chinese gangsters, and a perverted priest. So I'm going to give this movie a 3 and a see it. See it for yourself. What do you think about it if you've seen it? I thought it was kind of cool. So that's it for me tonight. If you know any horror movies written and directed by women, you've got to let me know. And until then, please watch more movies. I'm AC Strange, and this is a Bad Movie Show. Good night.